Jason Horwitz, glad to be with you here on DialGlobalSports.com alongside Miles Simon here. Miles, Final Four, New Orleans, always have had massive Final Fours with big teams. These four, it's kind of fitting to be here.
Yeah, it's a great Final Four. You know, these are some of the best college basketball programs of all time. We talk about Louisville, Kentucky, Ohio State, and Kansas. Three of the teams have first-team All-Americans on there, so I don't think it could have been almost scripted any better.
With that being said, there is a huge favorite and there is a huge underdog. In Kentucky, the favorite of all of these, in Louisville, the big-time underdog, 97. You guys were somewhat of an underdog, I'd say.
In everybody else's eyes.
Everybody else's eyes, of course. I mean, take me through what's going through Louisville today.
If I'm Louisville, I just be relaxed. There really shouldn't be too much pressure on Louisville because nobody expected them to get here. They've had a nice run. They won the Big East tournament. Nobody expected them to come through that West region with, Missouri and Michigan State there. But they should just be relaxed and have as much fun with. Enjoy the Final Four. Enjoy kind of the atmosphere. And then go play loose because not one person except for the Louisville fans are predicting Louisville to beat Kentucky.
And even Louisville fans, let's be honest, half of them are predicting them to beat Kentucky. With Miles Simon, and take me through the other game because Kansas, Ohio State, a lot of people aren't even talking about it like it's even being played, which is ridiculous because it's going to be a great matchup. What do you see as the difference between those two teams?
Well, I think kind of like, to me, the X factors in that game. First for Ohio State, it's going to be Deshaun Thomas, a guy who has been tremendous throughout this tournament. 21 points a game, 8 rebounds, shooting 41 from the 3. But the reason why is because he plays the 4 spot for Ohio State. Thomas Robinson plays the 4. But Robinson is an interior defender. Deshaun Thomas can go inside and out, can shoot the ball, put it on the floor. You don't want to have Thomas Robinson chasing him. So what I think happens is Kansas is going to have to play smaller, like when they played against Missouri.
Right.
Put Robinson at the 5 a little bit more, Kevin Young guarding Deshaun Thomas, or even Travis Relaford guarding him. And then I think for Kansas, it has to be Tyshawn Taylor. When he plays well, the team plays well. The first 3 games, he really struggled. Last game had 22 points in the regional final. He struggled against Kraft in the first matchup, turning the ball over 6 times when Kraft was guarding him. But he has to score at a high level and take care of the basketball.
You talk about Kansas playing smaller. That means you'll see more of Jared Sullinger against Thomas Robinson, as opposed to when the game starts, it'll be Withey against Jared Sullinger. Does that favor the Buckeyes if you take out Jeff Withey?
I don't know, because of the fact that Kansas has faced this type of thing before when they played Missouri, and Withey was really nullified in those games. He was really a non-factor because they played small, so it's not something that's going to be new for Kansas to play this type of lineup, but that's going to be a monstrous matchup down low. It'll be a question of if will either Robinson or Sullinger, if they're guarding each other, one of them getting the foul trouble, then that kind of changes the dynamic of each team.
Who do you predict will win Saturday, and who's going to win it Monday?
I predict a Kentucky-Kansas final, and I got to go with Kentucky. If they're on their game, they'll be hard to beat.
It's hard to beat a team with that many guys who buy in defensively and buy in and all that talent offensively as well.